Hello, management enthusiast people. I'm your host Rashmi Kesai. I will be discussing about quantitative or mathematical school of management. The teamwork of mathematicians, physicists, and other scientists during the Second World War to make atomic bomb lead to quantitative school of management. It emphasizes the use of statistical model and systematic mathematical techniques to solving complex management problems. They used classical school of thought on how to increase productivity and behavior movement of new classical school, that is how to motivate employees. They are further divided into three processes: management science or operation research, operations management, and management information systems. First, management science or operation research. George Bernard Dandridge is the father of operations research. The management science school emerged to treat the problems associated with global warfare. Today, this view encourages managers to use mathematics, statistics, and other quantitative techniques to make management decisions. Managers can use computer models to figure out the best way to do something, saving both money and time. It is used in the following areas: capital budgeting and cash flow management, production scheduling, development of product strategies, planning for human resource development programs, maintenance of optimal inventory levels, and aircraft scheduling. The areas it focuses cannot be made without the mathematical tools that are waiting line theory or queuing theory, linear programming, program evolution review technique, critical path method, decision theory, simulation theory, probability theory, sampling and time series analysis. Second, operations management. It is somewhat less mathematical and statistically sophisticated than management science and can be treated as applied form of management science or operation research. Operations management is a narrow branch of the quantitative approach to management. It focuses on managing the process of transforming inputs like materials, labor, and capital into useful output in the form of goods and services. The transformation process, in turn, is the actual set of operations or activities. Operations management today pays close attention to the demands of quality, customer service, and competition. The process begins with attention to the needs of customers. What do they want? Where do they want it? When do they want it? Based on the answers to these questions, managers line up resources and take any actions necessary to meet customers' expectations. William Edwards Deming exerted a tremendous influence in shaping modern ideas about operations management. Although quantitative approaches are widely used in operations management decision making, it is important to note that managers typically use a combination of qualitative and quantitative approaches, and many important decisions are based on qualitative approaches. The areas covered by operation management are inventory management, work scheduling, production planning, facilities, location and design, and quality assurance. The tools used in this approach are forecasting, inventory analysis, materials requirement planning systems, networking models, statistical quality control methods, and project planning and control techniques. Third, management information systems. It is the most recent subfield of the quantitative school. A management information system organizes past, present, and projected data from both internal and external sources and processes it into usable information, which it then makes available to managers at all organizational levels. The information systems are also able to organize data into usable and accessible formats. As a result, managers can identify alternatives quickly, evaluate alternatives by using a spreadsheet program, pose a series of what if questions, and finally select operation management the best alternatives based on answers to these questions. Charles Babbage is the pioneer in MIS. MIS reports can be in the form of tables with numerical values, visual displays, or other key indicators. Reports can be in paper format, electronic format, or both. More sophisticated systems use electronic reports that can be updated on demand in close to real time. This gives managers an updated snapshot of the current state of operations. For example, an MIS could provide a manager with real-time information on customer records, customer complaints, sales, and production cycles. The pioneers of this school of thought are George Bernard Tenges for management science or operation research, William Edward Deming for operations management, and Charles Babbage for management information systems. The other contributors of this approach are John McDonald, George R. Terry, and Andrew Szilagyi. There is no doubt that this approach helps in defining and solving complex problems, but the critics of this approach regard it as too narrow. The drawbacks of this theory are: first, this approach does not give any weightage to human element, which plays a dominant role in all organizations. Second, in actual life, executives have to take decisions quickly without waiting for full information to develop models. Third, the various mathematical tools help in decision making, but decision making is one part of the managerial activities. Management has many other functions than decision making. Fourth, this approach supposes that all variables to decision making are measurable and interdependent. This assumption is not realistic. 5. Sometimes the information available in the business for developing mathematical models are not up to date and may lead to the wrong decision making. Many observe that it is too hard to see mathematics as a separate approach to management theory. They say mathematics is a tool rather than a school. Despite all this, quantitative or mathematical approach to management theory is heavily used from small to large decision making in the form of management. Thank you so much guys for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe.